Will the 49ers botch the Nick Bosa extension too? I think they could. What do you think?
They could. I don't. Do I think they? I don't think. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt there, just because they've.
You're going to give the 49ers the benefit of the doubt on this? That's rich.
It would.
That's rich.
It would be so bad if they did this one too. I think. I don't know. You've talked about it before. They have a certain feeling towards Nick Bosa. I think they do put a premium on defensive ends, so I think they probably would be willing to, to really break that bank for him too. But is it out of the realm of possibility? No.
Definitely. Well, here's the way I look at it. Let me throw a scenario at you. Similar to Debo, Nick Bosa sees what's going on around here. He's not a big fan of California anyway, although Joey Bosa's made it work down in Southern California. The Chargers are taking care of him, but we know he's not a big fan of Northern California. Nick Bosa, they're different, Northern California, Southern California. He's not a big fan of Northern California to begin with. Didn't choose to come here, got drafted. Don't even know if this team's going to be good next year. What if he says, you know what? Respectfully, I don't want to be here anymore. I was here for 4 years. I gave you a lot, but you're the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm out. I want to go play for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, could he do what Debo's doing?
He could. I don't think he will. I think, especially if they trade Debo, they're going to have a lot of
money.
Well, if they get rid of Debo, if they get rid of Jimmy, they're going to have a lot of cap room. So they could pretty much really break Bosa off. I think he likes where he is. I mean, I can't speak for him. I don't really know. So, but I do think Bosa will handle it differently. I don't know that he's going to be on Twitter making comments, deleting them, and I think it'll be very behind the scenes. I think if things get ugly, his agent could leak things like that. But I don't know how much Bosa himself will be talking.
I just wonder about like what's happening to this team right now. When Debo says I'm out and you trade away someone like Jimmy, who everyone likes for whatever reason, is this going to be like a full-on rebuild? Are people going to start bailing? I mean, this happened at the end of the Harbaugh era. People just were like, I'm done, I'm retiring, I'm leaving, goodbye, I don't want to do this anymore. If Debo goes, I mean, does Trent Williams say, I don't want to be here anymore? I mean, he said he only wanted to play for a contender. That's why he signed with the Niners. He's 34 years old. Like, what's going to happen to the big stars in this team if one of the biggest stars in the team just says, this organization isn't up to my level, I'm out? That's crazy.
It is crazy, but
they better watch out.
Things can change very rapidly in the NFL, right? Like, look how quickly they've gone in the negative. They could quickly go in the positive. Like, there's some moves that maybe aren't available right this moment that could possibly be available, especially as the draft is coming up, that might be available for the Niners to make. There could be some moves this summer. I don't think that this necessarily puts, if Debo is gone, and makes the Niners like a trash team or anything. I think they're still good. I mean, it's still
good.
They've got an upgrade at quarterback. At least I believe so.
Tobin says, getting pretty tired of Debo. Let's send him to the Lions and let him figure it out. He doesn't get to choose where he goes. I understand how you feel.
He's going to choose where he goes because they're going to have to work out. It's not going to be like, oh, you send him there, and because the team that trades for him is not going to be in a position where they're going to have to do the same thing that's going on now. They're going to negotiate the contract first,
right?
Then,
correct.
So you can't ship him off to the Lions. Like, go play here.
Good point. Richie says if Debo gets traded at draft, is the next shoe to drop Trent Williams demanding a trade? He said on I Am an Athlete he only wants to play for a contender.
Bless you.
Thanks. I wonder.
I don't think so. I still think that they're going to be, if they move Debo, I still think they'll be.
Maybe that's why the Niners are so reluctant to move Debo, because they feel it would have like this kind of a domino effect on their team. Debo's out.
I do know that Trent and him are close, right? Like they're very close. So that could play a role, but I think I still think they're a container if they move him.
I don't. We'll see. Lil Lord Stewie says, Grant, am I still in the hot seat? No, of course not, Lil Lord Stewie. People are already burning Debo jersey. I'm keeping mine. It's the 75 logo. And how long was it until the whole Collins stuff blew up? Cap coming back 2022. What if the organization does that? They trade Debo.
I don't think the Niners can't. The Niners are like the one team that can't take Cap because it would be, in my opinion, it would be too much of a distraction. Not because of the kneeling thing, because he's been the quarterback here before on a Super Bowl team. I don't think that would be ideal.
Particularly if you have Jimmy and Kaepernick on the same team, wouldn't they cancel each other out?
Yeah. I mean, you could, but I'm talking about with Trey Lance. Like, we're talking about you don't like Jimmy can't be like Cap can't be here, not for the same reason, but it's along this like you don't want that. It's not good for it wouldn't be good for Trey Lance for that to be there behind. Well, there's a quarterback that led us to a Super Bowl before, like sitting behind him. Like, I don't know if that's ideal. I think
they have Jeff Garcia waiting there as well, and Steve Young, just all of them.